First and foremost, I am not trying to hate on any of the games mentioned in this video. These are just my preferences, obviously. The amount of brain rot games that went crazy, it just needs to be studied. I don't know what they're feeding these young people these days, but it's wild. It's kind of crazy. Call me call me whatever. I'm just being for real. Is it just me? Or was 2025 such an underwhelming year for this platform? Like some of you guys, I grew up playing games on this platform. Like, that's just how it is these days, you know, because it's been around for a while. And the fact that it was pretty much only brain rot games that I mean, not only, like, there's other games, of course, but I did dabble in a few of them just to kind of see what the appeal was. And for games like this, like still a brain rot, I get it, you know, it's fun to, like, you know, make people upset. I mean, for like a better way of saying it, that's kind of what it is, you know. A lot of the games, they kind of just feel like copy and paste of another game, you know. There's not really a lot of originality these days within the scene. I guess that's just kind of what it is, and like that's, I guess, fine sometimes. I don't want to hop on one game, you know, play it for a little bit and then hop on a different game that's pretty much the same game and play it for X amount of time, because I feel like I've already done that, you know. It's the same with the tower defense games, really, to be honest. And that's another thing I want to get into. I say this as a person who likes, like, I've been playing anime games on this platform for years, like games by Book of Life, like Naruto, like the old school. I say old school, that makes me sound so, I'm not that, guys, I promise I'm not that old. The point is, I do like anime games, you know. I've played my fair share of anime games on this platform, and it's usually because, let's be for real, I don't know when anyone's gonna talk about this, but a lot of the big studios don't even really make great anime games, you know. Some of the best anime games I've seen have been on this platform, and that's what got me to play stuff on this platform, you know. I don't know when it started, but at some point when people started realizing, okay, I could really start making some money on this platform, games lost their flavor, you know. They lost the stuff that really made them enjoyable, and a lot of them are just, you can tell people are just playing or making these games just to make money. And like, I understand, you know, hustle, that's the way the world works, but you could also make enjoyable games that make money too, you know. I think that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I don't know, guys, am I the only one that feels this way? But like, especially if you enjoy anime games on this platform, or anime inspired, you know. But it's just, a lot of the games just feel soulless. That's the word I was looking for. They just feel soulless. That's not even talking about the fact that some of the games really, they're not even real games, they're just straight up scams, you know. And that's like the ones that'll be like, join the Discord, pay for this subscription and you'll get into the game, right? And then those games immediately get taken down, they get whatever. And I mean, not taken down, but like, I mean, they take it down themselves, you know. Or they'll be like, oh, we closed access to this game for a little bit, but it's gonna open up real soon, so don't worry, guys. Well, they've already made thousands of dollars off this stuff that's not even released. There's just not nearly as much enjoyment on this platform, I feel like. And it has so much potential, because it's really just, it's people creating these things, it's fans creating these things, as opposed to corporations, people that know more about what the audience would like. Yeah, I mean, guys, if you like brain rot, all power to you. I'm not, like, you know, hating on that aspect of it. I'm just talking about, for like, I guess the rest of the people that enjoy games, this wouldn't even be a big issue if the corporations that usually made anime games made good anime games. And that, I'm not talking about stuff like Ninja Storm, that's a good one. What's a good anime game like that's like a real anime game? Not to say the ones on this platform aren't, because I've enjoyed the ones on this platform more than any, and I grew up playing all sorts of games. You look up gamer in the dictionary, I'm what pops up. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've been playing games before I was potty trained. That's just the world we live in. Some people are like that. It is what it is. Like, Ninja Storm is one good game, one good real anime game. Anyways, the point here is just like, I really hope 2026 is the year where something changes. And I'm not gonna say every game that came out in 2025 was like just washed, it wasn't that great or anything. There was some that tried to be innovative, and I do appreciate that. Like Jump Stars. I did like Jump Stars, I'll be honest. The tower defense, guys, when are we gonna talk about it? When are we gonna talk? Like, every game that comes out doesn't need to be a tower defense game. What I will say is I did like, what's it called? What's that? What's the game where the people run at you? Okay, guys, I was looking for it for a minute. Animated Rangers X. That's the game I was thinking about. I did like that for a little bit until it just started. There was a certain point within the game where it just also felt a little soulless, you know? Like it started off strong. It had so much potential. I liked the way it was going. And maybe I am just hating, to be honest. Like that's possible, sure. I don't know. But I really did enjoy the game. I spent a lot. I spent some time on that game. Granted, it was not my favorite because it was like an AFK sort of game anyways, but I did like the concept, you know. So I say this as a person who has played these games. Like you name a game, I could have played it. I'm not gonna act like I definitely did. I could have played it, but I just feel like there's not a lot of creativity or like innovation on the scene, you know, which is fine, but no, but like it just doesn't make for a lot of enjoyment because people aren't trying to make good games, they're trying to make money. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I hope 2026 is better because you can make a good game that also makes money, you know. They don't have to be mutually exclusive or anything, but that's just how I feel. I might be the only one that feels this way, or maybe there's a few of you guys. I just wanted to kind of put that out there, see if anyone understands what I'm saying. But yeah, we will see how this year goes, guys. I'll catch you on the flip side.